we all copy each other. So I was telling you guys last week about my new venture called 10XU. And one of the interesting things about 10XU is that what it is using AI to better yourself as a human being. And we're going to have all sorts of interesting content. And one of the interesting things about it, which people have told me, Chris, you're an idiot for doing this, is that I'm not going to start sending out the good stuff, the real content, until we have enough of a community. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm sick and tired of these newsletter sites where you jump in, they want you to get in, they want you to come in, and they show there's content already there. And you miss the content at the beginning, and you have to go like, oh, I got to go to the beginning, I go to the website, I got to look through this. I don't get the full set of content because the tools that we have today aren't designed for that kind of thing. They're designed for once you subscribe, you start getting content after that point. I don't want to do that. I want everybody in the community to get all of the content at the same time. So I'm not going to start sending out content until we have enough people in the community, enough citizens in the community. And the number I picked arbitrarily was 10,000. So once we hit 10,000 people, all of the content that I've been building over the last little while, I've been building this for months, is going to start being disseminated. And this content will be, on Mondays, we'll be talking about money. On Tuesdays, we'll be talking about productivity. Wednesdays, we'll be talking about productivity. And on Friday, we'll be talking about wellness for the weekend. And one of the key things about this whole endeavor is that it's not just going to be me talking. It's going to be everybody in the community talking and everybody helping each other. And there's some pretty serious tenets I want to follow with, because this is all about using AI to better yourself. And for one thing, if you're bettering yourself, you're creating a better future. And when you're creating a better future, you have to be thinking optimistically. You can't think negatively when you want to create a better future, when you want to become a better human. No, you think positively. You think that you can do it. You're optimistic about it. So that's one thing. So the community is optimistic. It embraces technology. It embraces AI. It looks towards the future. And we discourage things like division. We want people to be unified because most people definitely want the same things. Almost all people, when you go underneath the layers of politicking, we all want the same things. And that's one of the things I was very sad about when I heard about what was happening with the internet. If we could have every human being talking to every human being without the mediator in the middle, then I think we'd all be much better off. All be much better off. So one of the other tenets about this is that I believe in René Girard's mimetic theory. And one of the interesting things about mimetic theory, and I've talked about this before in other videos, but I'll refresh your memory now, is that what it's about is how we learn as human beings. And we learn as human beings, and this is part of the theory, that we learn as human beings by watching and emulating others. And that's what he means by mimetic theory. It's not about memes. It's about mimicry. It's about us as human beings learning by watching. We watch other people do things, and then we either decide we want to do what they're doing or we don't want to do what they're doing. But we learn by looking at other people and doing those things. And it seems obvious, right? It seems obvious. But when we were a child, when we were little tiny children, when we were babies, that's exactly how we learn, because we see what our parents do, we see what their parents do, we see what our family members do, we see what their friends do, and we look at that and we learn. We suck this all in, and we learn by watching other people. We copy what they do. And as we continue to copy what they do, that becomes part of our personality. Now, at some point, we have this sense that our own personality is starting to emerge from this amalgamation of other personalities that we've watched, that we've seen, that we've mimicked. So we become unique human individuals based on the combination of mimicry that we have done from other people. So we look at our dad and we say we want to be like our dad, but we only want to be part of these things. And we want to be like our mom, part of these things. We want to be like my uncle or like aunt, whatever. So all of these people that we have experienced in our lives, we take elements from them and we integrate them into our personality. And we say that this is me. Now, some people say that it's completely, now if you completely believe in mimetic theory, you believe that every single thing that people have become are because they have just sucked in what other people do. And they really have no choice. And this is a great discussion on determinism versus free will, is that because it's all about the environment they've in and what they've been what they've mimicked, that becomes who they are. And the people who they mimicked, that's basically driven them to act like they are. Because they're acting the way they are, that's what they're going to do. So that's more of a deterministic view of human beings, that people, only what they take in and what they learn, that is what they become. That they have no choice in the matter. They can't decide to do one thing or another because they were around this person or this person or this person, and they just mimicked all of this behavior, and that's the reason why they are the way they are. Whereas I don't fully believe in that theory, because I still think that once we get to a certain age, we have the ability to decide what we're going to mimic and what we're not going to mimic. And I don't think we do this explicitly. Right? So we don't look at our dads and we go, oh, geez, I didn't want to be that strict with my kids, but I'm okay with this. Like, so we don't look at our parents, or we don't look at these role models and go, okay, I'm going to pick this, 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 and this, and pick this, this, and this. It's all instinctive. It's like, oh, that feels good. That feels like something I would do, or that feels like something I wouldn't do. So we build our personalities based on these things. But mimetic theory is a powerful force in having us learn new things. So that's why, and they say this, I mean, you must have heard this before, you are the sum total of the 5 people you hang out with. And the reason why you're the sum total of the 5 people you hang out with, because you learn to mimic their behaviors, and they mimic your behaviors. So if you hang out with a bunch of losers, you're going to be a loser, right? But if you hang out with a bunch of winners, you're going to be a winner. It's not necessarily that cut and dried, but you know what I'm saying. So the community that I'm trying to build is a community of people who are forward thinking. It's a community of people who want to create better humans, and they want to use technology, specifically AI, to become better humans. Now, if you look at AI and you're afraid of AI, or you're scared of AI, or you think that AI is going to take your job, or it's going to be a horrible thing, then this is probably not the community for you. You want to be we want you to be part of a community, and you probably want to be part of a community that looks at technology in a positive way. We're techno-optimists. We look at AI in a positive way, that AI is just another tool that we can use to help us become better human beings, both to ourselves, to the future, and to the planet. Don't you want to be a better human being? I mean, if you don't want to be a better human being, what do you want to be? Are you already the most awesome human being ever? Or do you want to be a better human being? That's my question to you. And the best way to become a better human being is to surround yourselves with people who also want to be better human beings, because those people who want to be better human beings will help each other be better human beings. And through mimetic theory, when you see other people being better human beings, you'll probably be more likely to want to be a better human being. And if you see other people using specific tactics to become better human beings, using AI or technology or whatever, then you're more likely to do the exact same thing. Right? And let me ask you something. Last time you were on a conference call, everybody had their cameras on. You felt like you wanted to have your camera on, right? Nobody had their cameras on. You felt like not putting yours on either. That's part of it. We do what the social group wants to do. And if we build a community where the social group wants to help people be better through AI, then I think that's going to be a better thing for us, the people in the community, humanity in general, and the world. Who wouldn't want that? That's it for me for today. See you next time, and until then, don't forget to think future.